Hey collective, welcome, welcome. Okay, so today we are going to touch on sort of that manifestation, that trying to manifest what you're wanting in your life, what you're trying to build towards. Whether this is a career goal, it's all about money, or whether it's all about love or in the home life. We all have something that we're pursuing. We all have something that we're trying to make as successful. So I do have these Moonology manifestation cards. So we're going to touch actually on the Moonology part of it today, and when we're pulling them out, and sort of what might be blocking us in our journey if we're transitioning from sort of one area into another one, and sort of what's going to help us in moving forward if there's something that's blocking us in our journey. And then we'll just use the Rider deck to just sort of clarify what's going on and see if tarot can give us some helpful advice in moving forward, so we can get what we want in life and whatever it is that we're working towards. So let's see what we got. I got one that went sideways right away, so this will be our first one. So we have new moon in Leo. So this one represents shine. So when the new moon comes about, that's going to be definitely a time to shine. And we are in the first quarter now, guys. Full moon in Cancer. Interesting. So that is let your fears dissolve. That's going to be part of our journey moving forward, is going to be overcoming fears of maybe something not working out the way that we thought it would, or maybe it's something else that's going on in our situation as well that we're struggling with. First quarter moon in Libra, so keep your heart open. That's a great card to get. So this is where we're going to be at right now. Opening up our heart to possibly change, to possibly acceptance, healing, love, whatever it is. Being open is going to be a big part of our journey at this point in time, and moving forward, trying to earn what we want, trying to work towards what we want. And then we have full moon in Aries as well. And the full moon represents cool your emotions, which definitely ties into let your fears dissolve, right? So not allowing fear to hold you back, not allowing other emotions to hold you back, perhaps something that you're angry about, or holding on to some sort of resentment or some negative emotion that might keep you from moving forward too. And then I have new moon in Taurus, which represents know your worth. Interesting. So definitely letting go of feelings is going to be part of our journey. Being able to recognize all the wonderful aspects about ourselves, the unique things that make us is going to be part of finding what we want to. Let's see what tarot has to say about this. So we have the King of Cups. So Cups does represent emotion. It's also, when it speaks to a person, can be representative of somebody who is a Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Pisces. So this might just be representative of your energy, depending on it being able to process emotions, dealing with your emotions. If it's somebody in your life, this can speak to somebody who is emotionally supportive, or who you find emotional fulfillment and who might help you on your journey forward, maybe while you're going through this rough time, with this letting your fears dissolve, cooling your emotions, being able to lean on somebody for emotional support. This might also tie into the keep your heart open for those of you that are working towards romance. This King of Cups might be somebody who's coming into your life, and this card is all about staying open to this love of this King of Cups who might be showing up. We have the Empress, but she is in reverse. So the Empress is all about growth. She's all about nurturing. So in reverse, we're speaking to this growth, this moving forward, possibly being blocked by something around us. And I get pulled back to these two cards here. So I feel like emotions are a big part of that. There's something that we're processing right now. And this might be hurts from the past that we're still hanging on to, or that we just haven't quite healed from yet. Those heart wounds, guys, those take a long time to heal from sometimes. And then we have the Eight of Cups in reverse, and this speaks of that too, because the Eight of Cups represents a bright new journey forward and leaving the past behind. You can see he's walking away from these cups and embracing a new future, but this card is in reverse, so we're having trouble doing that. We're having trouble embracing a new future because we're still sorting through things from the past. And that's even what this King of Cups could represent. He could represent someone from the past who caused some emotional heartache. I also have the Seven of Cups, but in reverse. So the Seven of Cups represents options, having many options and weighing your options carefully. It represents choice. Having it in reverse like this, to me, it means that you're having trouble seeing choices. You're having trouble choosing, even choosing, perhaps moving on, moving forward, healing, choosing to let go of the past. And the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands represents building for a future, building for a new future. And guys, you know, when I pulled this Four of Wands, I almost got the impression that some of this might belong to somebody else in your life, and maybe it's somebody who you're trying to build something with, and this other person is hanging on to the past. This other person is having trouble moving forward and letting go to start a new future with you. They're having trouble making that choice and choosing that new way of being. They're having trouble growing and allowing you to help them grow emotionally too. I do have the Star card. This is a good card to get, guys. This card represents hope. It represents clarity as well. Having it upright like that represents that clarity is possible, that there is hope for the future for you, or if this is somebody in your life, that there is hope that they're going to be able to find the clarity that they need in moving forward. Definitely processing these emotions, letting go of things from the past, like the Eight of Cups in reverse talks about the let your fears dissolve. The cool your emotion cards are speaking about too. This is going to play an important role in moving forward and getting whatever it is that you're wanting to work towards. I feel like within letting go of that, you're going to be able to find some clarity, and your clarity is also going to tie into knowing your worth, recognizing those things about yourself that are worth, they're worth love, they're worth recognition, they're worth reward, seeing all those unique qualities that you have that nobody else has, those things that make you you, those beautiful things. I feel like once you're able to see that too, it's going to be easy to shine through. It's going to be easier to move forward in a more confident way, because I feel like confidence is a big thing here. Whatever this happened in the past, whatever these cups are representing, it makes it really hard to be able to feel good about yourself or this person, for them to feel good about themselves in moving forward and moving on. But I feel like being able to deal with those emotions, being able to overcome the fears, being able to set the negativity aside, and it might even involve forgiveness of something that happened in the past. And forgiveness isn't saying that whatever somebody did to you is okay. It's just saying that you're not going to live with it anymore. You're not going to let it eat you up. And it's a choice that has to get made. And sometimes you got to make it multiple times in a day and every day for a while until it gets easier and easier. But I can see in the process of the Moonology cards that it will get easier. It's something that you're going to have to, or this person is going to have to work on a daily basis. But I see it improving. I see it getting better. I see healing and moving forward in these cards. The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands represents choosing a path, and it is upright here. So definitely, whoever this read is for, if this is you or this is somebody in your life, this person is capable of finding that clarity. This person is capable of choosing that path, of finding that clarity and moving forward, moving on. The Page of Cups. The Page of Cups does represent good news on the way, usually of an emotional nature, but it is in reverse. So this is speaking to having trouble again, having trouble moving on, having trouble letting go, coming to grips with certain emotions, being able to heal from them and release them and move on, finding that happiness. The Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles can represent something that you've been working towards for a long time, finally coming to fruition. But when speaking to a person, the quality that always stands out to me the most is somebody who's steadfast, somebody who's in it for the long haul. So we might be talking about a relationship here where somebody is trying to be emotionally supportive, they're trying to invest, they're reaching out, and someone else is really having trouble reaching back because they're dealing with a lot of their own shit. But this Knight of Pentacles, this would represent the person who's there. They're in it for the long haul. They're not going anywhere. So if you're the one who's struggling, if you're the one who's trying to process all these emotions and moving forward, this could speak to having somebody in your life who's not going to run. They're going to allow you that time. They're going to be patient, and they're going to stick with you for the long haul. If this is the other way around, this would be you, that you're willing to stick it out. You're willing to help this person heal. You're willing to take the time with them. I also have the Tower card upright. So the Tower card can represent something coming to an end, something that you thought was solid. So it can be unexpected as well. This might be what we're healing from to begin with. This might have been from the beginning of our journey, maybe the catalyst for all of this in moving forward. And this is definitely where the emotions are coming from, the negative emotions. I do see the word fear in this Tower card too. So I feel like part of what's going on is a fear of repetition of the past. Fear of this Tower card happening again, of whatever this is that we're building towards coming to an unexpected end. So we've invested emotionally, we've worn our heart on our sleeve, and then if this Tower card happens, having to deal with the heartbreak that goes along with that. And I feel like somebody's already still dealing with the heartbreak from something like this in the past. So that's where this fear is coming from. We don't want to have to deal with it again. And the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So the Eight of Pentacles represents learning. He's like the Apprentice card. So he represents some sort of learning lessons. But he's in reverse, so he's blocked. He's blocked by fear. That is the distinct impression that I get from these cards. He is blocked by fear. Being able to learn to let go, to learn to move forward, to learn to trust, and moving on in this journey. It's being blocked because the fear is overwhelming. But then I do get pulled back to the full moon in Cancer to let your fears dissolve. So keeping your heart open is definitely the most important part of this leg of your journey in moving forward. If you keep your heart open, you'll definitely get more coming to you, more opportunity, more positivity, and whether this is love or romance or just opportunity and looking for change for the future, keeping your heart open is the most important thing to be practicing now. As you do that, you will notice that other things happen in your life. You will notice that these changes come forward in one way, shape, or form, and they will bring up fears. They will bring up emotions from the past, and that's why we have to let your fears dissolve. That's why we have the cool your emotions, not letting these emotions, when they come up, completely overtake you and send you right back to where you were, because this is a forward journey. So we're having to process this as we go. Letting these fears dissolve is big. These fears might hold you back from success, and like I said, this might be you, this might be someone in your life, but whoever this read is for, they definitely are going to have to let those emotions go and move forward and have some trust, practice trust, not just in other people or in other things, but in themselves as well, that they can handle whatever comes their way. They can handle the risk of possibly having this Tower card again. And from that will come that confidence, will come that assuredness in moving forward and seeing how capable they are, in knowing their worth. And the more that happens, the more confidence there comes, the more self-esteem, the more empowerment, all of those beautiful things, until this person is just shining through. And this is part of our journey. This is part of our journey forward. When you're shining through like that, when you're emanating those kinds of energies, it tends to draw positive things your way, whether this is opportunities for new jobs or success or whatever it is, but also romance and in interpersonal relationships as well. This energy makes a difference, but it's a process to get to it. It's not something we just wake up and feel one morning. We usually gotta eat a couple shit sandwiches first and process some really uncomfortable shit before we get to that point. But I'm telling you guys, absolutely beautiful, wonderful things come from it. So alrighty, I hope that you enjoyed your read. I hope you guys found it helpful. Like I said, this might be for you, this might be for somebody else in your life, but this message definitely had to come through. And thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.